Hey yo, what up, beautiful people? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm Steve here. You can call me Steve the Rep. Now, I have a question for you. And before I give you the question, remember this is a proverb for you as a man. Proverbs for men. This is simply wisdom to help you thrive as a man in life. Now, I have a question for you. Have you ever started a business without asking for wisdom or seeking wisdom concerning how that business runs? I know Uganda is one of the most entrepreneurial countries in the world, so we start so many businesses. I mean, you have people opening up clothes shops simply because they know someone has been selling clothes and they've been, making quite a buck from it. Chapati stores, supermarkets, fueling stations, rental property. I mean, we all get into kinds of things. Now, people get into relationships with people even without getting to know a little more about them. I mean, who does that? Wow, you are simply special. Do you know the other thing that we do? We also end up pursuing an education that we don't need simply because we didn't do our due diligence of getting a little bit of information about what we are going to study at university. What a waste, right? Now, the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 2 says, "Also it is not good for a soul to be without knowledge, and he sins who hastens his feet." To hasten is to hurry. The Passion Translation says, "The best way to live is with revelation knowledge, revealing knowledge. For without it, you will grow impatient and run right into error. You will run right into a wall." And it also says in the Amplified versions, "Also it is not good for a person to be without knowledge, and he who hurries with his feet, acting impulsively and proceeding without caution or analyzing the consequences, sins and misses the mark." How many times have you got yourself engaged in something without seeking wisdom? Could it be a relationship? Even marriage. Do you know that people make the biggest mistake of their life when they don't get wisdom or knowledge before they get married? People go in for this kind of counseling which takes about a week. You show up at church every other time. People are doing it for the sake of fulfilling one of ticking off the box of things that are required by the church for you to get married. Do you know that's the biggest decision of your life that you're making that could make or break you, but you don't take some time to read books about it, to read about how to make a marriage work, to read about how to prepare for a marriage, to get counsel from people who have gone before you. You mean you just go ahead and get married because you feel like you're in love? Boy, oh boy, you're about to run into a wall because you didn't get knowledge. You see, you need revelation knowledge because it reveals to you what you need to know. When you don't have something that really reveals to you, when you don't know that the road that you're going to drive on is going to have a few speed bumps along the way, and you're going to find a few people crossing the road, and there will be cows crossing like here in Uganda, or it's not going to give you the opportunity to turn because there's a separator in between the roads, so you have to go all the way across and drive for 5 kilometers before you can find another place where you can find a U-turn. When you don't know what kind of road you're going to be on, you'll be shocked by everything that happens. But when you get wisdom that reveals to you what it's going to be like, what your journey is going to be like, you prepare accordingly so that you don't run into a wall. Can you imagine? End up dating a girl only to find out that she's dating someone. I'm sorry, don't get mad at me. That was you, not me. We're just, we are just sharing stories here. Let's be for real with one another. So you ended up signing up for a membership at the gym, but you didn't know that it would require you to go every day, or that there are other costs that you have to pay, or that you will need jumping shoes, you will need the right sneakers or clothes, or that you will need to be consistent, at least doing it 3 times a day, and you thought you would just be attending once. That's not how life should be run. The reason why you possibly could be running into a wall is because you're not getting wisdom, knowledge from other people. So do not be unwise, be wise. Get yourself some wisdom. Embrace yourself with wisdom. It's a huge reward. For without knowledge, without revelation knowledge, without revealing knowledge, you will not see what lies ahead. Here in Buganda, we have a saying which goes, and I will say it in Luganda first. What that literally means, when if a thief is coming to steal or rob from your house, you will put in place the right precautions so that your house is vandalized to a minimum degree, so that little is stolen from you. But when you don't know that the thief is coming to rob from you, you will leave everything any way you want and you will be ransacked. Your house will be left empty. So with that simply saying, you need to seek wisdom. I mean, I've been talking about this all through these proverbs. I'm going to repeat it. Information, association, and environments. Equip yourself with the right information. Always. Surround yourself with people who have gone that path that you're taking, so that you don't run into a wall. Whether they've gone to the school that you want to pursue, whether it's the education that you want, whether it's a marriage, a business deal, or you want to get into a circle of friendships, if you want to get into a network, go and talk to people that have been there before. That's wisdom, right? I can't say I've totally done that, so that is wisdom that we all can get. Have I almost done it? Yes, I have almost made that mistake. I almost started a fast food restaurant without asking people. Oh, I was about to get back, and then for some reason, I just chose to have a meeting with one of the wisest men I've ever met, and he told me, with what you're trying to do and the location where you're going to set up, I would advise don't do a restaurant. Just do a simple takeaway fast food point. Now, I didn't go ahead to pursue it, but I was saved from that trouble. So, my friend, don't run into a wall. Talk to other wiser people, and you will be saved. Alrighty. Now, if you have any other questions, there's a number on your screen. Go ahead and ask your questions right there. 0775-642-449, and someone will respond to you. Or if you want to talk to me directly, just go ahead and send me a message on that number. See you on the next one. Go ahead and thrive in life.